happens at Money Cards with the new rules for the game. You no longer lose your money if the next card is the same on Card Shark. And now, here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you very much. Welcome to Card Shark. Nice to have you here. Thank you. A good group. Thank you for joining us at home. Thank you. And for the opening poem, I'd like a special vote of thanks for Dennis Armstrong of Albuquerque, New Mexico, watching on KOB TV, Channel 4. Thank you, Dennis. Now let's open the board and get to business. Let's get to those cards. Janice and Chris will load them in. Here come our Card Sharks. Cathy Heiser, our champion. Hi, Cathy. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Again, a little reminder for any new viewers.
I'm Cathy Heiser, and I'm a construction superintendent in San Diego, California.
And a very good player here. Cathy's won $7,400 in cash. Our challenger, Dave Zingle. Hi, Dave.
Hi, Jim.
Good to see you again. And again, a reminder about you, sir.
I'm Dave Zingle from Hartford, Connecticut, and I'm a salesperson, and I'm glad to be here.
Pretty town, Hartford. Nice to have you here as well.
Thank you.
Now, you both cut the cards at the beginning of the match, yes?
Yes.
We are at a very tense moment. Now, we play the best 2 games out of 3, and as we left off, each player has 1 game and $100. We are in the tiebreaker with just 3 cards, and as we left off as well, we are down to sudden death in the tiebreaker. It could not be closer with 2 good players. So, that's what it looks like. Cathy has a 2, needing the 2 cards. Dave with a 10 needs 2 cards. As we left off, sudden death, someone has to win it right here, and the question goes to Cathy. Cathy, we asked 100 married women across the country, have you ever bought your husband a girly magazine just to put him in the mood for romance? How many women have bought their husband a girly magazine to put him in the mood for romance?
Oh, I think that's a pretty high number. I think that's how Playboy got to be so really popular. It's like, read the
Women
article,
went out
guys.
and bought it, huh?
Sure they did. Yeah, the women bought it. They said, read it and do what it says. So I think it's going to be a pretty high number. I'm going to say 76.
76 out of 100 married women have done that.
I think that there are still a few conventional women out there who think that stuff's a little kinky. And because of that, I'll say lower.
Lower than that? If it's lower, you'll have control. If not, Cathy will have control in sudden death. Anytime you hit the answer right on the head, it is a $500 bonus. The actual number of women who have bought their husband a girly magazine just to put him in the mood for romance is 22, very much lower. Dave gets that all-important control. Dave, sudden death. You have a 10. You need 2 cards. Cathy with a great base card at 2 also needs 2 cards. Big decision. Play it or pass it.
I can't change the card.
You won the question. If you'd like to play it, you can change the card.
Change that card.
So that means you are going to play it yourself.
Oh.
Once you change that card, the decision is made.
Okay, I'll play.
See, we can't let you look at it and then make a decision.
Okay. I'll say lower.
No, you can change it.
Oh.
You see, once you change it, you must play it. You
Okay.
then cannot pass it.
Okay.
But if you want to play it, then you can change it.
Definitely. That 2 looks too good for me.
Oh, I see. So you are going to... Now you're going to play it or change it?
Yeah. Play it. No, I'm going to change it, then
You're
play
going
it.
to change it. Okay,
I'll
that's
get it
right.
straight.
Now we're together. And the 10 and a big change because now you must turn them both over. The 10 becomes a 3.
Higher!
Higher than a 3. A 5.
Higher!
We have a new champion if it's higher. Yeah! Once we got ourselves together, you got it. Cathy, we have to say goodbye. $7,400. You had to sit there. It was kind of painful waiting for something to be done, right?
Oh, it was. Thank you,
Cathy.
Jim. Bye-bye.
Dave Zingle, come on down here with me, sir. Good to have you down here. I must say, I may have been confusing you when I said play it. I didn't mean you to play the cards. You are going to play your cards.
I think I was confusing me.
Well, it's always best to take the time with a big decision like that to get it worked out. Did you cut the money cards?
Yes, I did.
All right, let's get right to business. Dave, let's move over and play those money cards. Come on, hop up here. Here we go. Dave with the money cards that you cut. We're going to give you another $200 of new money. 3 cards on the bottom line. Your decision how you play them. Up to the second level, we'll give you another $200. 3 more cards. Minimum bets, remember, $50. Till you get to the top card, the big bet, where you must risk at least half. You're on your own now, so if you get a double, you don't lose. We'll carry it over for you. Here's $200. Good luck, Dave. And remember, you can change your base card on each level if you need to. Thank you very much, Chris. We'll start Dave with 200 and a 2.
Higher! All of it higher!
200. He knows how to
All
do
of it
that.
higher.
$200, the whole thing higher. Yes. Up the middle of an 8.
50 higher.
Minimum bet this time. $50 higher than an 8. And right again with a king.
$400 lower.
$400 on a king. Lower. Yes, and another 2. 150. We move up to 2 and give you another 200.
All of it higher.
Trying to double $1,050 higher. Yes!
Woo!
With a 4.
I'll take $600 higher.
$600 on a 4 higher. Yes!
Woo!
2,700 with a 9.
I'll take, let's make it $300 lower.
Ooh, pretty good size bet on a 9. $300 lower. No. That was a tough bet on a 9, but you still have $2,400 as we move up a queen. Do you want the queen?
Well, you know, I came here with nothing. I'm going to save $2,200 lower.
Big bet. He was betting a little conservatively before, and now he's opened up the purse strings. I hope you're right. $2,200. That this card is lower. Yes! I saw that face card and got very nervous, but you were right. $4,600. Oh, I saw that face card turn over. And Dave, having run them for a $500 bonus, $200 for the game, $5,300 for one game of card charge. We'll be back with a new challenger right after this.
Hi, Billy Mays here for OxyClean, the stains.
Back with a good champion, Dave Zingle. Very nicely done. Over $5,000. That's nice.
Oh, it was tough
It
going.
was worth staying for another day from Hartford,
Yeah,
right?
I think I'll stay a couple days.
We're going to deal out 2 brand new decks of cards and meet a new challenger on Card Charge. Janelle Apshire. Hello, Janelle. Nice to meet you. Why don't you tell us about you? You know Dave, of course.
Yeah, hi. I'm Janelle Abshire, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I went to school in St. Paul, Minnesota, college, and I majored in communications, and it's just super great to be here.
Well, that's nice. You have the
It's nice to
prettiest
meet-
green eyes.
Oh, well, thank
Great.
you.
It's nice to have you here, Janelle. You cut your cards?
Yes, I did.
Good to have you here. Good luck. Best 2 games out of 3 starts with a question to Dave, the champion. Now, Dave, we found 100 confirmed bachelors. These are men who plan never to get married. And we asked them, be honest, does the thought of getting married scare you? How many confirmed bachelors said the thought of getting married does scare them?
Well, you know, one of the reasons they're bachelors, obviously, is because they don't want to get married, for the most part. I'll say that the thought of marriage would be about 59.
59 out of 100 say the thought of marriage scares them,
I'd
Janelle.
say if you said confirmed bachelors,
Confirmed
right?
bachelors.
Okay. If they said confirmed bachelors, then that means that they're afraid of something. That's why they're confirming that they're a bachelor, because they're trying to persuade themselves they don't want to ever fall into that trip. So I'm gonna say that's gonna be even higher.
Even higher than that?
Higher.
If it's higher, you'll play your cards. If not, Dave with his. The actual number of confirmed bachelors who said the thought of getting married does scare them is 53. Not higher, a little lower. Dave has it. Dave, you know, of course, the object of the game to work your way across that board. Remember, a $500 bonus if you can do it all at one shot with one run without freezing. So here we go. Dave is starting off this game with a 7.
Change that card.
You win the question.
Change it.
You can change it. A 4, good change.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. A queen.
Lower.
Risking it lower. Oh, no. An ace is not lower. Back to the base card goes Dave.
Woo,
Janelle gets
all
a
right.
free chance at a 7
All
as
right,
well.
all right, I'm gonna say that's gonna be higher.
Higher than a 7? Yes, a 9.
Okay, freeze.
And she's not going to attempt to run him on a near-middle card. We'll freeze. And that protects that position for you, Janelle. Janelle, we asked 100 policemen. Interesting question. Who stays calmer in an emergency, men or women? How many policemen said men stay calmer?
Did you say policemen?
Policemen.
Okay, if you ask policemen, I'm going to say they're going to say the man stays calmer, because generally women tend to get a little emotional. Knowing myself, I get hyper. I'll say men. Okay,
How many policemen say men stay calmer?
men stay calmer. I'll say 76.
76.
76.
Now, did you think
Say
therefore...
men stay calmer, right?
Men stay calmer.
Okay, right.
Did you think it would be different if it were police women?
Yes, if they
Yes?
interviewed police women.
Janelle says 76 out of 100 policemen said men stay calmer in an emergency.
I think policemen are just like anybody else, and I think that, for the most part, women tend to keep their cool just a little bit more in emergencies, and I'll say lower.
Lower than that. Interesting. Dave is sticking up for the women. Janelle is sticking up
How
for the
about
men.
that?
Well, the actual number of policemen who said men stay calmer in emergencies is 78. Not lower, it's a little higher.
I
And
change that
Janelle
card.
just missed the bonus for being
all
right on.
By 2. Change
Now,
it,
winning the
please.
question, she can change that
Please.
9, and it becomes a 2.
Fantastic,
Higher than a 2, a 7.
I'm going to freeze it. Freeze it.
And again, taking the one-card advantage. Now
Conservative.
Janelle needs 2 for the game, and we'll be back with these good players right after this.
Now you can improve your sexual performance.
And it's Jim Perry.
Thank you, John. We're in the middle of game one. Janelle with a lead now, moved over with a 7. She needs 2 cards. Dave with a great base card of 4. He needs 4. As a matter of fact, he's still in a position where he could run them for a $500 bonus if he could. David, we asked 100 single women. Have you ever given a man a wrong phone number just so you could get rid of him? How many women admitted they have given a man a wrong phone number to get rid of him?
Well, you know, there's a lot of ways of getting rid of a man, and I think that's one of them. But I think that before they got to the phone number stage, that they would have gotten rid of the man. So because of that, I'll say about 69.
69 out of 100 have given the wrong number. Higher or lower, Janelle?
Okay, I really tripped out a few by, you know, making up fictitious stories and stuff. But I'm going to say that number is going to be just a little bit lower.
Little lower than that.
Little lower.
I had more girls have me call the public library, and I thought it was their house. 69 and lower. The actual number of single women who have given a man a wrong phone number just to get rid of him is 69, right on the button. Dave, you got it. $500 bonus. Yes.
He got it?
I thought Janelle was being so kind to Dave. She's jumping up and down for joy that he won.
All that energy.
You thought he would. No, you didn't.
It was me.
He hit it right on the head.
I'm really with it.
It's Dave who won it. He's got a $500 bonus for hitting it on the head. Now he's in a position, who knows, he could maybe add another 500. You got a 4. Higher than a 4. A jack. Lower than a jack. An 8.
Please.
Well, he's not going to add a 500 for a run, but he does tie things up. Both players need 2 cards. Sudden death. Someone has to win the game on this play of the card. That was very funny. You were jumping up and down, you know. Now, I've got to talking about our polls, we always ask people if they fit in a category to take part in a poll. We had a poll, and a very fascinating poll from behind the Iron Curtain in Poland. And several people have written and said, how did you manage to do that? Well, a gentleman on our staff, Mike Ravel, had some friends who, I won't go into names, who were going behind the Iron Curtain to Poland. They took 100 questionnaires and then very quietly had people fill out the questionnaires, and they brought them back out with them. That's how we got that most fascinating poll. We're very grateful to Mike and his friends for doing it, because certainly with the tensions going on in the world, it's nice to know how other people in the world feel. Now then, and in that poll was this fascinating question. And 100 people behind the Iron Curtain in Poland. 50 years from now, do you think the whole world will be under communist domination? How many of those 100 people in Poland do believe in 50 years the world will be communist?
I tend to believe that people behind the Iron Curtain are optimistic because they have, I'm sure, like, you know, big dreams of what the United States and what free, you know, living is all about. I think they're optimistic that one of these days they're going to see freedom too. So I'm going to say that number is going to be fairly low. I'll say 37.
37 out of 100 of those people in Poland felt that the world will be communist.
You know, I think they get Radio Free Europe over there, and they're somewhat aware of what goes on in the democratic world. I think because of that, it's going to be higher.
You say more feel that the world will be communist?
Oh, no, less.
Less than 37. Sounded like that's where your thinking was going. It is fascinating. How do those people feel about what the world will be? How much do they believe in their own system? Let's find out right now. 37 and lower. The actual number of people in Poland who believe that in 50 years the world will be communist is 0. Not one of them. In a communist country, not one of them felt that way. Isn't that fascinating? Isn't that fascinating? Dave, you've got an 8. You need 2 cards. Janelle is a 7. She needs 2. Your decision, play it or pass it.
I am going to skeptically pass it.
Passing it to Janelle, and Janelle, of course, not winning the question. You must play the 7, and now you must get both cards or the game belongs to Dave.
Okay, I'm going to say that's higher.
Higher than a 7. No, it can't. 6 is not, and Dave wins it. He put you on the spot with that 7, and it worked out for Dave. He got control. He has game number 1. Isn't that a fascinating poll? In Poland, behind the Iron Curtain, and that 100 out of 100 felt that the world will not be communist. Maybe there's hope after all, friends. Same 2 decks of cards. Next card's off the top of the deck, starting game 2 with Dave. Dave, we asked 100 Sunday school teachers, would you favor a law that said atheists could not adopt children? How many Sunday school teachers believe that atheists should be prevented from adopting children?
I would hope that the Sunday school teachers would have an open mind about it. But still, there are going to be some that are going to say, hey, there's got to be some type of religion. So I'll give it a round figure 55.
55 out of 100. Sunday school teachers said
You're
atheists
talking
should
about
be prevented.
Sunday school teachers, and I used to be a Sunday school teacher, and I know what those, formative years are like for children as far as, teaching them principles of life. I'm going to say that number is going to be lower. That Sunday school teachers are not going to want atheists to raise children.
I think you may be misinterpreting. If I'm interpreting your answer correctly, how many Sunday school teachers believe atheists should be prevented? He said 55.
Oh, should be prevented. Okay, excuse me. I'm going to say that number's higher.
Higher. Sounded like that's
Higher.
where your thinking was going, and we never want to misinterpret your answer. 55 and higher. The actual number of Sunday school teachers who believe that atheists should be prevented from adopting children is 34. It's not higher, it's lower. They were a lot more liberal than you thought they were, Janelle.
Really?
And Dave starts off this game with a 7.
Change that card.
Winning the question, you can change it. An 8, not a good change.
Lower.
Lower than the middle card. Yes, he's right with a 2. Higher than a 2. A 6.
Freeze.
And Dave is being a little conservative there, but he's got the 2-card advantage. It can't be wrong. We'll be right back. With game 1 going to Dave the champion. In the middle of game 2, again it is Dave has moved over with it. Look at this. What is this theatricality here with the hands there? Are you holding up a billboard or something, Jan? You're patting your part. There you go. Dave needs 2 cards for the game. Janelle, you got some catching up to do.
I know.
And Janelle, many people have little tattoos put on their pets so they can be identified if they ever run away. That's a fact. So we asked 100 married women if you could have a tattoo put on your husband so that other women would know he belonged to you, would you do it? How many women would like to put a tattoo on their husband?
Oh, boo. I'm going to say that number's going to be low. I mean, if it takes a tattoo to keep him, then forget it. I'm going to say that number's going to be 27.
27 out of 100 would tattoo him.
There's a lot of men running around with different wives today. And I think some of the women would like to see something like that. I'll say higher.
Especially the first wife, right? With that name on there. Higher. The actual number of women who would like to put a tattoo on their husband is 27, right on the money. Yes, that time you did it, That one is yours. Way to go. My goodness, that's wonderful. 2 $500 bonuses hitting it right on the head. Janelle, maybe you can make it 1,000 right now because you're starting a run with a queen.
Oh, lower!
Lower than a queen. A 4. Higher than a 4. A 10.
Lower!
Oh, she is going to risk it. No. Oh, I thought that might be a risky card. May have gotten a little carried away.
Yeah.
Dave with a free chance at a 6.
Higher!
Higher than a 6? No. 5 is not higher. You were saved on that one, Janelle. We'll
Really?
fill in the spaces.
Really?
And Dave, the question to you. Dave, we asked 100 Americans, do you think our government cares too much about the poor and too little about the average taxpayer? Having just paid mine, it hurts. How many Americans do think our government cares too little about the average taxpayer?
Oh, I'd say that'd be a high number because you can even see in the way the taxes work with the average person, how they're really getting a lot of taxes taken out, and some of the rich are getting off, and some of the poor are collecting and stuff. I would say that number would be about 75.
75 out of 100 feel that the average taxpayer gets cared for too little. Janelle, what do you think?
The average, okay, I'm going to say that number is going to be just a little bit lower. I agree with this reasoning, but just a little bit lower. Just a little.
The actual number of people who do think the government cares more about the poor than the average taxpayer is 57. Janelle is right. It is lower. More than half felt that way.
That card's
Janelle,
gonna be
you got a queen.
lower.
And again, she says lower. She's right again with a 5.
Okay. Higher!
Higher than the 5. A jack.
Lower!
Lower than a jack. An 8.
Can I freeze?
You can freeze or you can try to turn it over.
I'm going to freeze.
You're going to freeze.
I'm going to freeze.
It is a middle card, yes. You could have gotten the $500 bonus,
that's
or you
right.
could have been all the way back. It was your decision to make. You do have the advantage. We'll find out how the strategy works out. But in a moment, we're going to take time out for this.
A ruckus is...
Well, we've run out of time with a very good match. Dave got one right on the head for a $500 bonus. Janelle got one on the head for a $500 bonus. And we are going to finish this game on our next Card Sharks. I do hope you'll be with us for that. We thank you, as always, for joining us. In our studio, some nice people from Wilmington, Delaware, and from the NBC affiliate in Surrey, England. Thanks for joining us. See you next time on Card Sharks.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.